Hey everyone, it's time again to recap the latest news from the solar PV industry, compiled by the American Solar Energy Society. I'm Jay Warmke with SolarPVTraining.com, and this is what's happening in the wonderful world of solar for the week of August 9th. The Trump administration has announced plans to implement a 15% tariff, as well as minimum prices on imports of polysilicon ingots, wafers, cells, and solar modules. The minimum import prices have been set at $21 per kilogram for polysilicon, $100 per kilogram for polysilicon ingots and wafers, and 22 cents per watt for solar cells, and 38 cents per watt for solar modules. According to a report by Roth Capital Partners, the new tariffs and minimum prices will result in considerably higher prices for solar modules within the U.S., while the administration maintains that the policy is designed to incentivize domestic manufacturing. It introduced immediate costs across all major supply chain configurations. For U.S. module manufacturers importing cells, Roth estimates module pricing will rise to 40 cents per watt, comprised of 22 cents per watt for the cell cost and 18 cents per watt for the domestic assembly cost. This represents a 38% price increase over pre-tariff levels. In somewhat related news, 8 of China's largest polysilicon producers have reportedly signed an industry initiative pledging not to sell photovoltaic products below their full cost, as Beijing steps up efforts to curb destructive price competition across the solar supply chain. In early July, China introduced general rules for the cost accounting model of photovoltaic industry, setting new pricing rules that instruct domestic solar manufacturers to strengthen cost accounting and conduct internal compliance reviews that move the sector away from low-price competition towards quality and technology innovation. The new rules also mandate that panels must output at least 630 watts and hit a minimum of 23.2% efficiency, effectively eliminating low-tier products from the Chinese market. Amid growing public backlash to the rapid build-out of data centers across Texas, Governor Greg Abbott last week announced a moratorium on the approval of data centers until the regulatory agencies can audit projects seeking connection to the state's electric grid. In doing so, Texas became the second state to freeze data center development. On July 14th of this year, New York Governor Kathy Hochul signed an executive order establishing a temporary one-year statewide moratorium on large hyperscale data centers. Abbott asked the Public Utilities Commission of Texas, as well as the Electrical Reliability Council of Texas, to ensure that data center developers provide information on tax breaks they will be receiving, power use and generation, water use for cooling operations, efforts to reduce impacts on local communities, and ownership of the facility. Any project that fails this comprehensive verification and audit should be denied connection to the grid, the governor directed. While there is no state or federal government database on data centers, the Texas Tribune has identified at least 335 data centers currently operating within Texas. The state is currently the second largest market for these facilities in the country, behind Virginia. The Tribune also noted that there are at least 248 planned data centers lined up in the power queue. Aurora Solar has announced the launch of the Aurora Solar Marketplace. This is an online platform where U.S. homeowners can get cost and saving estimates for rooftop solar installations and reach out for service on their existing installations. After providing details, including an address, average utility bill, homeowners can see estimates for the system size in kilowatts, energy storage size in kilowatt hours, the cost per watt, and estimated savings and payback period. The platform joins growing online solar quote toolkits such as offered by Energy Sage, Electrum, and Solar Reviews, but Aurora Solar Marketplace claims its product is unique as a significant number of solar companies already use the company's software for design, sales, and permitting workflows. And Ford announced that its first model produced on its low-cost, fully electric vehicle platform will be a small pickup truck called Fathom and will have a starting price of $28,350. The truck, arriving in 2027, is Ford's answer to increasing competition from Chinese competitors. The Fathom will seat 5 adults and is projected to have more passenger space than a Toyota RAV4, for example. The truck will also feature a large high-resolution touchscreen, bidirectional power capacity, that's charging and discharging to the home, a front trunk known as a frunk, in addition to the pickup cargo bed. And that is the news from the solar industry for this week. We'll see you next week.